Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Flight Podcast. My name is Jacob Schenker.
And I'm Andrew Thomas.
Shut up and sit down.
The NBA playoffs are set as the regular season has officially ended. The Portland Trail Blazers beat the Memphis Grizzlies in the play-in tournament, which got the Blazers to the 8th seed in the West. Jacob, what are your reactions to the Blazers making it to the playoffs?
To be honest, I'm not really surprised. I mean, I had a feeling that they were going to make it. At first, I thought the Pelicans were going to make it, but with the whole minutes restrictions that they put on Zion, which I think was just stupid. Um,
I
I
agree with you
mean,
on that.
yeah, I mean I think the Blazers definitely in the beginning. I thought they definitely had a very good chance at making the playoffs, and obviously Dame had and was playing incredible in the bubble. Um, I mean, I think the Grizzlies were doing okay. I think they definitely could have done better. John Morant was doing really well though. I mean, without Jaren Jackson Jr., it was really hard. But I mean, I think they're gonna do well in the playoffs. But I still think the Lakers will beat them.
Yeah, I'm going to read off some Damian Lillard numbers. This is what he averaged in the bubble. 37.6 points, 10 assists, 1.4 steals, 4.3 rebounds. He shot 50% from the field, 44 from three, and 89 from free throw. Not to mention his game score was 31, which is actually ridiculous.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It's
nuts.
crazy.
That's nuts. But
yeah, I think he was deserving of the bubble MVP, but he wasn't deserving of it more than Devin Booker.
yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. I mean, the one thing that I think why Devin Booker should have gotten it is consistency, because he was very consistent throughout the whole entire bubble. I mean, his stats might not be as good as Dame's, but the main reason for that is because Dame played almost 42 minutes and Devin Booker played almost 34. So
Yep.
that's still a very big difference in the stats. And another thing is the Suns went 8-0. They had
Yep.
the best record in the bubble, which nobody expected them to do that. Beating the Mavericks, beating the Clippers, beating the 76ers. They blew everyone away and nobody thought they were going to do it. And I think Dame did incredible with the 60 points and all the scoring he had and helped leading the Trailblazers. But I think Devin Booker deserved the MVP.
Yeah, not to mention they blew out Dallas by 26. They blew out OKC by 27, beat Indiana by 15, and obviously that insane game winner over Paul George.
Yeah, that was big.
That was actually ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. Like when you think of if you'd rather have the Suns or the Clippers, I mean, 99% of the time, people are going to say that the Clippers are going to beat the Suns.
Yeah, it was against the Suns to win that game, but
and then you
they
look
won
at
it.
Damian Lillard, who played against the Clippers, and he completely choked in those two
Yep.
free throws.
Yeah, that was crazy. I remember watching that.
Yeah, he was not clutch during this bubble. It was really just C.J. McCollum and Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
So Monty Williams won Coach of the Bubble, and I wanted to know what your thoughts on that was.
Totally deserving. I wouldn't have given it to any other person, to any other coach. Nick Nurse was arguably the second best, but Monty Williams went 8-0. Nick Nurse went 7-1 with the number 2 seed in the East. The Suns were, before this, I believe, at the 13th seed or the 12th seed. He coached them to glory. Well, not quite glory, but he coached them to ridiculousness of 8-0. Helped Devin Booker get to 30 points per game, 6 assists. The team did great. I completely agree with this.
Yeah, I think Monty Williams gets it. I mean, there's a lot of great teams that were in the bubble. The Lakers, the Bucks, the Clippers, the Raptors. There's a lot of them. I mean, I don't think the Suns are a team that you would expect to go 8-0. I mean, it's, with all the players that they have, and they didn't have an easy schedule. They played against one of the best teams right now, the Clippers. They beat the Mavericks twice, who's a great team. I mean, Monty Williams coached that team amazingly, perfectly. Like you said, Nick Nurse, he also did great as the Raptors went 7-1. But Monty Williams did it amazing as he got everybody in on the game and he helped everybody improve on their game tremendously.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at the Pelicans, Alvin Gentry, who recently just got fired. I mean,
I disagree with that firing. I think that he was a good coach.
yeah, I mean, I don't think he should have gone fired, but you look at this. I don't really think I think it was mostly the organization and the coaching. I don't really think it was the players.
No, players did good.
Yeah. I mean, what are your thoughts on the Zion being put on restricted minutes? I want to ask you about that.
I think it is it's BS. I honestly don't care. Zion was out for 4 months on rest. He was doing phenomenal in the regular season before the bubble happened. I think that the Pelicans are not great with this. I think that they're scared that Zion's going to get injured. And they should just let him play. He was their only chance to make the playoffs. Well, not their only chance, but he was their biggest chance to help them get to the playoffs. And nope, you're on a minutes restriction.
Yeah, I don't understand. I get they don't want to get him injured, but I don't understand the reasoning behind all of that. I mean, they have a good team. Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, JJ Redick, Derek Favors, Zion, like you said. I mean, Drew Holiday. They have a great team. They are just not
without a
using
doubt.
players well. And they could be. I think at the beginning of the year, everyone thought they would have made the playoffs. But, I mean, look at them now.
Yep. All right. Jacob, let's move on to the token of this. Give me your first round predictions.
All right. I am going to start with the West. And I got the Lakers winning. I got the Rockets winning. The Nuggets and Clippers. The one series out of all of those that I really think could go either way is the Rockets against Thunder. Because
how many games do you think the teams will win in?
I think the Lakers will win in 4 or 5. The Rockets and Thunder series, I think, could go to 7. I mean, well, that series, it's really just staying healthy. And also, I mean, Russ is going to be out, which is definitely going to hurt them a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to give a good opportunity for Chris Paul and the Thunder to get a few games in on the Rockets.
Yeah, I think that even without Russell Westbrook, I agree with all of your choices. In how many games could be different. I think that the Rockets win with or without Russ because James Harden is playing defense again.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really don't want to underestimate Chris Paul because everybody underestimated him this year. He had a 0.6% chance to make the playoffs, and
that was the Suns, but the Thunder had almost a 0% chance to make the playoffs.
Yeah. And they're 4th in the West, which is a harder conference. Which is very impressive. And the Nuggets and Clippers, I got both of them winning in 6. As the Jazz, they're not a bad team. I think they just haven't been able to find their real breakout moments. I really think Donovan Mitchell can be a great player. I just think he is not being I just don't think he's really at the point in his career where he could be in the future.
Yeah, I have the Clippers, Mavs, and the Nuggets, Jazz out in 5.
I really think I think that Luka Doncic is gonna put the Clippers to work. I mean,
But Patrick Beverly is going to be guarding him.
That doesn't change my mind. Luka Doncic is amazing. Didn't he average like a triple-double in the bubble?
I have no idea.
I think he
Let's look at some numbers right now.
I think he averaged around about a triple-double, which is amazing.
In the bubble,
Russ did that.
Luka Doncic, 30, 10, and 9.7. But he was horrible defensively. Absolutely horrible. 0.4 steals, 0.6 blocks.
is doing really well defensively, and that was helping them.
Yeah, but I'm also going to point out that Luka Doncic is averaging 5 turnovers.
That's a problem.
Yes.
That's a problem. But still, I really do think that he's going to do well, and I think that he's going to be able to push the Clippers to Game 6. But, yeah, I could see them going to Game 5 either. I just think they'll get a game or two at them.
Yeah. Also, the Mavs went 3-5.
Yeah.
You also said that the Trailblazers and Lakers game goes to 4 or 5. I say 5 or 6 because the Lakers, they have to get back into playoff shape, because they were supposed to be the best team in the NBA, or the second or the third best, and they went 3-5. It doesn't matter that it didn't matter. They went 3-5.
I know I'm a Lakers fan right now, and I'm not saying that they were good, but I'm not going to say that they're bad, obviously. But they need to find their groove. I think.
Yeah.
I'm saying 5 because I think how they played in the NBA restart in the bubble, they didn't play great. Yeah, they didn't play great. I think how they played before the bubble, and if they played like that at that level in the NBA restart, I think that the Lakers would have won in 4. But how they're looking right now, I still think they'll win, but in 5.
All right.
So
let's go to the Eastern
Conference. For the East, who are your picks?
I have my picks right here. I have the Bucks, obviously, over the Magic. That's going to be a sweep. The Raptors over the Nets. That's going to be a sweep.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Celtics over the 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
If Joel Embiid plays good, it goes to 7. If he plays bad, it goes in 5. And then the Pacers Heat. I have the Heat winning in 6 games.
So the Bucks and the Raptors, I agree with you on that. Yeah, there's no competition there. Bucks and Raptors are title contenders, and I mean, no hate to the Magic or the Nets, but they're not gonna beat the Raptors or the Bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
With the Heat, I think that they'll win in 5 because of how we've seen the Heat and the Pacers when they play during the season and when they play during the bubble, the Heat play very well. Jimmy Butler plays very well. Bam Adebayo plays very well.
Yeah.
And, I mean, we saw T.J. Warren. Jimmy Butler locked up T.J. Warren, and T.J. Warren he did not have a good game when they played.
No, it's 10. I think it was 12 points on like 33% shooting.
Yeah, that's not
wasn't great.
Not compared to what he was doing before. He was doing amazing before. He was doing unbelievable. And going from elite level playing to mediocre, that's not good. And I really think that the Heat are going to get it in 5. And Celtics, I see them winning in 6. I mean, whether or not Joel Embiid plays well.
But also, nobody's going to be able to guard Joel Embiid. They got Daniel Theis on Joel Embiid.
Yeah, but here's the thing: losing Ben Simmons hurt them a lot. I mean,
yes,
one of the best. He's an amazing defender. He's he's a great all-around player, and that's
besides can't shoot.
Yeah, obviously, but hey, he's getting his threes in. He hit that 3 in the beginning.
Yeah, 1 3. My man hit 1 3.
Hey, he's the best shooter in the league. Okay.
Yes. No, actually, that's Andre Roberson, bro.
I'm sorry. But yeah, I mean, I think that although I think Joel Embiid is an elite player and elite center,
I think he's 1 or 2 on the centers.
Yeah, I put him 1 or 2. No, I put him at 2 behind Jokic. But,
Yep.
I mean, Jason Tatum's been playing great. Kemba Walker's been playing great. Gordon Hayward, Jaylen Brown. I mean, they've been having a great all-around season. That's one of those teams where they've been all around. They've been playing great, like the Thunder, like the Raptors. They have great chemistry and they're playing good basketball. And that's why I think that they're going to be able to get it over the 76ers. Because even with Ben Simmons, they weren't playing good basketball. Coaching wasn't good. And
Brett Brown isn't doing a good job.
He's not doing a good job. And it's really hurting them. And you could tell that it was hurting them. Because they have great pieces. They had Ben Simmons, Josh Richardson, Tobias Harris, Al Horford, and Joel Embiid, who when they do great, they do really good.
Yeah, but the problem with them is, I think they were 28-2 at home, and they were like 12 and something on the road, which is horrendous.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, that shows. But
yeah.
So that's our picks.
Yeah,
that's all for today. Thanks for listening, everyone. Don't forget to follow us on social media.
Feel free to comment down below what your predictions are for the first round of the playoffs.
Thanks for listening. See you guys next time.